It's back! Blandalf the White is back!
Oh yeah! You gotta get sweaty! You gotta get sweaty in here! It's time to get sweaty!
TeknoAXE introduces the new E900 Plus environment noise cancelling headphones. Incorporating TeknoAXE's visionary digital 7.1 surround sound, the E900 Plus sports their newly designed 50mm speakers, which kick out a kick-ass dynamic range with an earth-shaking low end. Priced at only $43.99, the E900 Plus clinches the trifecta of weight, sound, and price to kick the competition in the daddy bags. Click the link below and use the code HMODS to get 10% off when you order direct from teknoaxe.net.
Hi everyone, welcome to HMODS. I'm HMODS, one of your chariots to the stars of PC techdom. Don't look at me like that. There are many, and we are.
Nobody's chariot but mine.
Okay, apparently I'm only one person's chariot. Anyway, wifeliness is taking over the HMODS house. So this, as you are well aware, is Blandalf the White. This is one of the older PCs I've done for HMODS. I think this was the second one I did. The first one was really this is the, it is the first one. No. I started the Wraith first, and then it went on the back burner. And then we did Blandalf? I don't remember. This is an old one. So I've had this one for a while, and we made it specifically for the TV, and it's been doing a great job. The EVGA GTX 750 Ti. Let's just go back a few years. The 750 Ti was released a long fucking time ago, and it's a 2GB graphics card that's been doing the job. And you remember when I did the repair job, basically I took it apart and I reapplied all the thermal paste because it was hiccuping. Well, it's been fine ever since, except for like one or two glitches. Every once in a while the sound kind of glitches out. And then when I shipped it back to stereo, it's fine again. So this has been doing a bang-up job of, everything that it's supposed to do. However, my lovely goddess alabaster wife now has taken over the TV because she's streaming on Twitch, Shiny EV27. So now she's streaming, which means the 2GB graphics card is not going to be doing the job anymore. It's got an EVGA 750 Ti in there, which is 2 gigs. It's got an Intel i5 6500, I think. Yeah, it's a 6500, and it's got an Asus. M something. Well, it's right here. It's old. And so the motherboard is old, the processor is old, the graphics card is old, and so they all have to come out. So as you can see, we are not fucking around. This computer is not the kind of computer that requires late gen tech, and as you know, I'm a huge fan of Sapphire. The Nitro Plus cards are just bang up cards. So this RX 580, it's an 8GB card, not the 4 gig. This is going in. This is the ASRock Steel Legend B450M that I used one of these on Project Tango, and it works like a fucking charm. So that's going in to replace the ITX motherboard. This is an MATX. So this is going to go in, replace this. We're also going to put a 2-port USB card into the other PCI slot on here, and then we've got this Ryzen 3600 that's going to go in, and 2 new Samsung M.2 SSDs, and then we're of course going to use the Noctua thermal paste because I know what I'm fucking doing. This is going to be a fun build because I've had this one for, God, what's it been, 3 years now? 2.5? Because we'd just gotten together. Something like that. This is like, seriously, like this is an old PC that I basically put together with parts I had laying around. What?
We've been together for a long time. Right?
We've been together for a long time, yeah. So all this is coming out, except for the fans. The fans are up here, fans, which as you know, I'm a huge fucking believer up. They're staying in. The power supply is a RM550X, which I think we're good on. I think we're okay. And if it doesn't work, we've got a Game Max power supply that can go in there. I think we're good though, because we're not doing a whole lot else. I think we're okay. Oh man, I think we're okay. I hope so. Anyway, so it's going to be a fun project, and I honestly, I'm getting ideas as to what to do with the case, and so we will see. But anyway, so let's get operating. We're going to go down to the workshop. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the EVGA GTX 750 Ti was released in 2014. This thing has seen really good, solid service. I'm a huge fan of EVGA cards. And the fact that it lasted as long as it has is just a testament to the products they put out. Because back in the day, you know, gaming wasn't gaming series stuff wasn't nearly the moneymaker it is today. So, I mean, 2 gigs was a pretty good sized thing. But now you've got the Kingpins and all this other stuff, the serious overclocking ones. And this one, for what we are doing now, just isn't going to cut the mustard anymore. So this thing is going to go to a nice, sweet retirement. Where the hell is the fucking thing? One thing also that I'm going to have to do is, you can see this plexiglass thing, this plexiglass sheet, which I made. It's going to have to come out because there is, the RX 580, as you know, has power cables. So we're going to have to run power to it. I made this back plate, and so that was cool. I wish I could keep it.
Use it in something else?
Possibly, but
I'd be happy to display it.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it on here and then do something. This thing is never gonna see use again, so it's going on the shelf. The
shelf.
The Hall of Fame. Those are all good cards, and as you can see, I've got another EVGA up there, the SIG 2. This isn't going to be that intricate a build, really, because all we're really doing is taking out some of the hardware and just putting new ones in. So the big signature move for HMODS is the cable management, but since all the cables are back here, completely invisible, and I'm not going to cut a window over there. You fucker, come on. I'm not going to bother. So, because this is as much as I'm a fan of showing off my cable management skills, oh man, this isn't that kind of build. So we're just going to forego all that. The 6-hour process, and I'm not even kidding, 6 hours. We're going to forego.
Not kidding.
Yeah, six fucking hour process of cable management. We're going to forego all that and just get the fucking thing out of here and replace all the parts. I really wish that this thing could last a little bit longer. This was kind of a bitch getting all the parts for this. It's just too old at this point. All the stuff that's in here, like the processor is an i5-6500, which is still an okay processor, and we could probably use it for another build. But the motherboard is really old by today's standards. It wasn't the best when it was made. See, it's a cute little thing. I'm not going to use it for a future build, but this could easily net $60 because it is still a good motherboard. The GPU, however, it seriously made a lot of its life. Now, the RAM is still good too. This RAM served very well. And the fans, by the way, these are up here fans. They work quite well. I'm on the fence as to whether or not to switch them out, because the fans we have for every other build that we have now are PWM and these are not. But I'm on the fence. So
What's PWM?
It's pulse modulated. They slow down, they speed up. Basically, they turn on and off really, really quickly to save energy, and it also creates more static pressure. So it's the airflow is increased and has better cooling. So I'm not terribly worried about that, but it would be nice to update everything. They still give you discs. Oh yeah, this is this is a bit wider. I really love the Steel Legends series. They are not the beefiest things in the world, but they don't have to be. They are for gamers who are on a budget, but they also want a really good product. I've had very, very good luck with these things. This will be the fourth one we've used? Third? Something like that. It has an M.2 port. It has 4 RAM DIMMs. It's got 2 PCI Gen 3s, 16s, and it's got a PCI Gen 2 slot. So this is a very, very nice motherboard for this thing. And we're gonna have to do a lot more to this plate than I thought, because it comes well far out than the ITX motherboard. So we're popping open the other panel.
So do we have to just take it off and have you do cable management for 6 hours?
No. Just means I have to move the cables. Yeah, see, this is what was going on behind the scenes. And as you can see, it's pretty clean. The USB bus I don't even use because it's in such a space that you've got less than that many inches to play with in the front of it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna pull the cables out of the front here and move them over to this slot, which I'm not the happiest about. The motherboard cable is gonna have to go over here. The hard drive, the SATA is gonna go over here too. No, it'll go down here with the GPU. And the GPU cable is going to have to come down here. So I'm going to have to cut a lot off. Pulling off the cable combs. This one I don't have to pull off. The CPU cable, don't have to pull it out. So that's good. Which is really good because the drive bay is right here, and if I wanted to do anything with it, I'd have to pull the whole fucking thing out. And as you can see, it is very nicely placed. That's what I was going to do with the Commander, but I decided against it. So now we've got to pull. We've got all the cables. We've got all the cables out, which is good. Now we got to pull off the. This is a really, really good thing I did. The plexiglass thing is just all it is. It's just it's standing by insulation foam. See? Insulation foam and double stick stuff comes right off, and it was doing a killer fucking job of what it was supposed to do. I'm seriously happy with how this worked, and a really cool thing, like what I did here is I actually learned this from I don't remember, but I painted both sides, and so you can see a nice clear design here. And especially with the light, it looks really, really cool. The good news is, all we've got to do now is put the new motherboard in. Put the new motherboard in, run new cables, and we should be good to go. Except oh no. It's way the hell down there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so the motherboard power is going to have to get rerouted. Check this out. Somehow, and I don't even remember how I did this, but somehow I ran all these cables through this tiny little zip tie hole. And so now I have to find a fucking way to get them back through.
Wow.
Yeah. There's 1. There's 2. There is possibly 3. Come on. There we go. Alright, well, this isn't actually that difficult.